And the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Looking to pass first play is Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Play action now, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Down to the 42, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hayes. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 71 yards. And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Prescott. Complete to Newsom. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. Manning now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2nd down and 3. On play action, it's Manning. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On play action, now Manning. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. On the move to his left, toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Inside handoff, Smith. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Off the play fake, Prescott out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it facing a second and long situation. To throw is Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Looking to throw again on second down. Madden, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Prescott to throw it. Rolling to his left. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Prescott on third and goal. The quick slant caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Right after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. It has been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York set to take the field.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Manning. And he's got Shockey. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Manning. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throw left side, complete. That's Barber. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. To throw again on 2nd down. Manning. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Manning. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. Loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On play action, Prescott.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. He's got a man. Complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hayes. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Prescott now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come to sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. The Giants about set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the 2nd half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
On 2nd down, Barber. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Manning. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfro. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. To throw, it's Manning. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Manning. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing on first down is Manning. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be marked down right. 20-yard line. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing is Manning. Caught out right by Renfro. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Manning now to throw. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Up the middle they go with Barber. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Toss left for Barber. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He's got him in, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. You're not looking at 100% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From midfield, here's Manning. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Manning. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Play action. Manning. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Now Manning. Gotta have this one. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Giants' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Manning going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Manning. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. From the 36, Manning. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Manning to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. York able to send this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now back to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. They'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Tony to return it as he breaks it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants now down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And he's got Shockey. And he works free. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Manning. And he'll just get rid of it.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Throwing now is Manning. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And Charles, you know what coaches always